is the Rita Cosby Show. Just for the record, that is Bobby, who's on our team, his favorite song, and his favorite rendition of it, too. He's blushing now. But it is a great holiday song, and a song that we all know. And I love this. Dr. Fred Vagnini, who we have on the show a lot, and we love having him. He's author of Heart Surgeon's Approach to Heart Disease. You can get information on Vagnini.com. He's been a 20-year practicing cardiovascular surgeon. And he has advice, health recommendations for Santa Claus, which I thought was so perfect. Great to have you on the show, Dr. Fred. How are you?
Okay, Rita. I happen to know that Santa listens to WOR. I mean, what else would he listen to?
You know what? Santa is a man with standards.
Yes.
And he has to listen to the Rita Cosby Show to stay happy and jolly, don't you think?
Well, that's for sure. So I'm going to address this to Santa. Santa, thanks for listening. First aspect of my advice is emotional health. It's great that you have this theme of giving and spreading goodwill throughout the world, and that's good for your health. But don't stress because you have to go to every chimney in the world. Just take it easy. If you miss a few, the elves will get back. Stress is one of the leading causes of accelerated aging and heart attacks.
Now, does that explain it? Because I want to walk through each of these points. They're so great, Dr. Fred. It's very clever. Is that why he looks so old? But then he stays the same age. So it kind of goes back and forth. If you look at him, he's always looked a little old. Maybe he had premature gray and it just stayed that way.
I don't know. He seems pretty healthy. I mean, I'm a big fan of Santa.
Yeah, me too. Me too. But now it is a lot of pressure to go through every house, right? It is a lot of.
He only does it once a year, though,
and I think it's an interesting point. Not just Santa, but obviously the average person out there. Holidays are a great time, but people are just stressed in general because they're trying to get everybody gifts. They're trying to do everything for take care of family, the stress of family, making sure everybody's happy, make sure it's a beautiful holiday season, and you kind of suddenly realize you only have 24 hours in a day.
Yeah, and stress is one of the risk factors for heart disease, but also accelerated aging. So, we have to hold back. It's very tough nowadays not to have stress. We have to learn how to adapt to it.
Yeah, and that's a good point. And revel in it, too. I always tell people, you know what, you can just do whatever you can. And at the end of the day, you just do the best you can. And as many things as you prioritize, of course. Then if you miss a few things, okay, there's another day.
Also, if you keep your body strong, Rita, you'll be able to cope with stress.
Well, Santa taught me that. So, and now Santa, you also talk about, this one's an obvious one, but I'll have you go through it. But the twist is interesting. You suggest to the kids listening out there, and we have people of all ages who love the Rita Cosby Show, but the kids who are listening, they should leave rice cakes versus cookies?
Take it easy on the cookies, and, rice cakes are not bad, maybe some carrots, because that sugar in those cookies is not good, and that brings me into one of my concerns about Santa's weight. And it's not necessarily that he's obese or he gives the appearance of being obese, but, Rita, we all know that it's the belly fat, the visceral adiposity, that I say is a heart attack waiting to happen. And when you see people with this belly fat, I want you to go up to them and say, you could have insulin resistance or you could be pre-diabetic. One of the leading problems in this world today is this belly fat. And the way to address that is through lifestyle changes, reduce the sugars, carbs, calories, and exercise, because belly fat is a killer. Although Santa has survived a long time with it.
He has, and he seems like, he's been running around. Like you pointed, he's going all, but he still has a lot of energy, obviously.
Yeah.
Now, he will not be insulted, will he, if he gets a rice cake, because he is used to these nice little tasty treats. Kids are going to be worried that maybe he's not going to give him as nice of a gift if it's not exactly the veggie or the rice cake, or that he won't be offended by leaving that, right?
No, I think he's going to be, if he listens to WOR on my heart show, he's going to be on a health kick.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, we're syndicated by OR. Everybody all over the country.
Wow.
And so Santa has connections in all the different markets, by the way.
What about
that's the kind of juice he's got.
Santa? The problem is Santa probably exercises only once a year because he's got to get around on Christmas Eve. But exercise is another one of my health tips for living a longer and healthier life and avoiding heart disease. So,
now, you know what I thought was so cute, Fred, Dr. Fred, you put Santa can stay healthy. You talk about that even singing helps in some ways, right? Which is fascinating, the carols, because of course he's a happy singing carols around, but that is actually helping his lungs? Or
Yeah, well, not only that, but music is a great healer. It reduces stress and happiness. So, music is definitely great. And you had Frosty the Snowman on. There's nothing like Christmas carols. And it's amazing how Silent Night has lived through hundreds of years. So music is good. The exercise is good. The other thing I mentioned about Santa is the pollution. We had a new study, and of course in New York we have a bit of pollution, don't we?
Yeah, just a little bit. And a couple big cities all over the country, my goodness.
A new study just came out that you're prone to a heart attack up to 6 hours after being exposed to air pollution. And you get behind one of those New York City buses, you'll know what I mean.
And what about some of those chimneys all over the country? He's got to go down.
Well, that's what I'm telling Santa. He better be wearing a mask. And these are good tips, but mostly they're lifestyle tips. You know that?
They are. And by the way, Santa is a great role model. So if we can all be like Santa and he can follow your tips, it's not a bad thing. And do you have any juice? If I have certain things I want this Christmas, that you can put in a good word with Santa for me?
Oh yeah. You know what? You're a beautiful woman, and I think you're going to be happy on Christmas Day because Santa's going to be good to you. Next time, Rita, I just got back from Las Vegas. I spoke at the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine.
Or actually, do me a favor, Dr. Fred. Stay with us. I'll let you finish the thought. We're going to a quick break. We'll be right back. And this is the Rita Cosby Show. We're talking about health advice for Santa. We're continuing with Dr. Fred Vagnini, author of Heart Surgeon's Approach to Heart Disease, a 20-year practicing cardiovascular surgeon. We just have about 30 seconds or so left. Dr. Fred, I want to have you finish your thought.
I just got back from Vegas. I spoke to doctors from all over the world on reversing heart disease and diabetes. So I want to offer myself to come back and talk about it next time.
Oh, I would love that. Absolutely. Anytime. I think our listeners care so much about great health. And I'll also, by the way, I love this topic, Dr. Fred. I think it's so cute what you put together. Advice for Santa. And I think, as you point out, it's great advice for everybody. Always love having you on the show,
Thanks.
Dr. Fred.
I'll do anything to get on your show.
Oh, thank you. I love having you on. Thank you dearly. Thank you. And everybody, how cute is this? Great advice for Santa. And we got to take good care of Santa. He's got to be around forever. We love him.